There is one moment that stands atop the mountain of influence in anime, and that is the creation of the Super Saiyan. A moment that not only changed anime, but transcended to pop culture as well. And today, I want to talk about how well that was built up to. Goku and Frieza have been fighting on Namek, and Goku had finally hit Frieza with the Spirit Bomb. The fight with the Space Nazi had finally ended. Now, there's a massive crater in the planet. Gohan and Krillin watch from afar, and Piccolo and Goku are nowhere to be seen. Were they too close to the blast? A little bit of doubt is created about their fate until you see a wave splash and Piccolo appears. He's pulling himself and Goku out of the water. Gohan and Krillin fly over, and they're wobbling in the air out of exhaustion. Perhaps the most underrated part of this episode is how well the effects of the battle are shown and sold. Namek feels huge, and they don't have to tell us that, we just feel it. The way each character moves in a staggered way, or grimaces as they laugh, or how they speak, lets us know they've been in a grueling fight, even without having to see it. It's a lot more subtle and visual than you see nowadays, and I really liked it. Now, it's time to celebrate and go home, which essentially amounts to joking about Bulma being scarier than Frieza, and Gohan getting head pats. We even get little glimpses into the doubt Gohan and Krillin had that they'd get home at all. On King Kai's planet, he proclaims victory over Frieza to the remaining Z fighters. This motivates them to defeat the Ginyu Force, which is pure nonsense. It's not believable in the slightest, but whatever. They get sent to hell, and we get one last viewing of Jace's silly Australian accent. Back on Namek, we get some more cool visual storytelling. Everyone is basking in the moment, the wind is blowing, and they're all at peace. Nothing happens, but it feels meaningful, which goes to show how well the story is told through the art. Now it's really time to go home. But Krillin freaks out, and it's kind of a tease because you think Frieza's back, but nope. Just have to grab Bulma. It is a good fake out. The nail portion of Piccolo seems to come out for a more somber moment. They couldn't save Namek, and he hopes all the Namekians rest in peace. Then we see Krillin's petrified face. Then Gohan's. Then Piccolo turns his head. We see a splash and a recognizable foot. Frieza is alive. And again, the visual storytelling here is so good. You know exactly what's happening from the second you see Krillin's face, but the slow realization of the others and dragging it out for the audience gets you so much more immersed. It's just handled beautifully. Frieza doesn't waste any time and instantly fires at Goku, only for Piccolo to take the blast, and he's presumably dead. We see King Kai react in shock. Goku starts to lose it, and Frieza does what Frieza likes to do: talk shit. Goku tells Krillin and Gohan to leave, but Frieza force grabs Krillin and explodes him in midair. Pop Goes the Weasel has never sounded more menacing. We cut back to King Kai reacting, and it has so much weight to it. He literally says he was a fool to believe they could defeat Frieza. The aura they build up around the guy is just unreal. And then, the most iconic moment in the history of anime happens. Goku turns Super Saiyan. And for as long as I live, it'll always give me goosebumps watching it. Would this happen with anything else? I think not. From that day forward, Super Saiyan became universal language and the epitome of being a badass. You don't need to follow or even know anime to know what a Super Saiyan is, or what it stands for. Not only that, but it is also the default, the inspiration for pretty much every transformation there is in anime.